Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 88. Here in the home studio. Chris is in his home studio.
That's right.
We are recording on a weeknight here. KOH prep going down.
Yeah.
We couldn't get together.
Nope.
So here we are.
Yeah.
So we went from really good audio quality on 87 to back to Skype audio quality on 88. But you're going to work your magic here.
I'll do the best I can. I mean, it's going to be wonderful. I mean, I'm sitting here in my home studio with the mixing board and the Shure mic, and you're not.
And you can do all the sound effects too from there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, see, that ain't good. I can't even get in there.
Yeah, well,
you can't handle the truth.
No,
it's all good.
You gotta. Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's like you said, it's midweek. It's hump day.
Hump day.
Got a lot of stuff going on. You know, apparently I woke up this morning and I wasn't a multimillionaire.
I know, that sucked, huh?
I mean, man, I talked to my wife yesterday. I got home from work and I said, "Oh my God, it's like 625 millions or something like that for the jackpot and with Mega Millions."
The Mega, and then even the Powerball was at 550.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I after dinner last night, had dinner with Mom, and we went down to the local liquor store, and I ran in real quick. There's nobody else in there, and grabbed tickets at like 7:30. 7:45 is the cutoff.
Right,
8 p.m. is the draw, right? I haven't bought lottery tickets since I was 18 years old.
Oh, boy. I
just, or 21 or whatever, you could buy lottery tickets.
You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. I'm like, okay, I'll throw $20 at it, 10 at the Mega and 10 at the Powerball. And, hey, it was worth a shot. It gave me about 6 minutes of glimmer of hope that I could move out of the Bay Area and move up to the mountains and buy like a 2,000-acre ranch.
Well, shit, I was a winner.
And totally social distance from everybody.
I won.
Lorenzo, I would have built a whole paddock for Lorenzo that would have been multi-level with a bar and, I don't know, whatever else, a donkey hot tub, whatever else he needed, sauna.
Would have brought him in donkey ladies in the night.
Yeah. He would have had his whole operation out there, not stinking up my place.
Donkettes.
Yeah.
Well, I won a whole whopping $6. So
$6? You won $6 on you did quick picks?
Yeah, quick picks, and I was.
And then how much did you invest?
20.
Oh, so that's a good ROI right there. What's that?
Oh, $14.
$14 delta. Well, at least you got something back. I didn't get anything back, so.
Yep.
Got that going for you, which is nice.
But nobody won the big jackpot, so it goes to $750 million, I think, is estimated for Saturday's draw.
That's Saturday night. Okay. I'm going to have to throw another 20 at it just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, because, it's always the fun fantasy. I mean, you and I were texting back and forth this morning. I found a house, and then I started talking about that $6 million mansion that I saw just outside of Reno, heading up towards Mount Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Had a 12-car garage, had a indoor regulation basketball court.
Bowling alley.
Bowling alley, yeah. Two-lane bowling alley. What the fuck?
Hockey rink.
And that's the where everybody starts to fantasize. It's like, and I was super close to ordering a red dot. Actually, 2 red dots.
I was going to say. That would have been the very first thing. I would have called and got a red dot.
Yeah, what the hell? Put your order in.
And whoever the lucky seller of it was, I'd just give him $200,000. Here you go.
Right?
Just because
you can.
I've got FU money now. I've always wanted FU money.
That's right. Well, you have clients that have that kind of money. So
I do.
It's like, what the hell?
It's all good. So, okay, back to our meager little lifestyle here of this podcast, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
Ooh, back
and
to
we're
reality.
drinking some wine. You got some wine from Livermore. I got wine from Fernwood here in Gilroy, Santa Cruz Mountain appellation.
Yeah, I'm drinking a little Page Mill. And actually, it's Bent Creek Petite Syrah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I like their petite.
It's really good. It's big.
There's nothing petite about it.
No, it's big. It's super big.
Yeah.
It went well with my lasagna soup that I had for dinner tonight.
Wow. Lasagna soup.
Yeah. I emailed you the recipe. So you can
Is that because you make a real lasagna and then it comes out runny and never sets up, or that's how lasagna soup was invented?
That's exactly it. No,
Okay.
I think it's by intent and design that it's really good. It's like lasagna. It's just soup. And
does it have ricotta?
You make ricotta, and you kind of blend it in with some Parmesan cheese, and you dollop it on top of the soup.
Oh, okay. You just do some. Okay, I was wondering how. Okay,
yeah, it's pretty good. So
right on. You ever had a lasagna at your friend's house and they use cottage cheese instead of ricotta?
No, not cottage cheese.
Yeah, because that's terrible. Don't ever do that.
I've had somebody do cream cheese, and that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, well, cream cheese is good on everything, but don't put cottage cheese in your lasagna, please.
No, that's no bueno.
It's terrible.
I didn't even know you.
Horrible.
That's not even a thing, is it?
No, people do some silly things, and then I get the turkey meat thing or whatever. That's fine, because I've had some turkey tacos, turkey lasagna that you're hard pressed to tell that it was turkey.
Right.
And supposedly it's better for you. So that's you got that going for you.
Well, that's important.
When you wash it down with a bottle of wine,
Well, you gotta balance it out somehow. So yeah. Anyway,
you're making me hungry. Stop, because I haven't eaten dinner yet. So
cheers, dickhead.
Yeah, nice, nice. Wow. I can't even reach across the table here and
slap me.
No, and then Lorenzo's over here. He doesn't even. I need to get a small set of headphones when we're doing these remote podcasts.
He's not still wearing his Christmas hat, is he?
He is. He won't let the holidays go. He just won't let it go.
He needs to get a grip.
Yeah, he needs a lot of things. He's trying to be on his best behavior, so I take him to KOH this year.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, he tried to get in the camper the other day just to set up camp in there, so I wouldn't forget him, and I had the door locked, so he was,
Does he have any little hiding spots that he knows about in there? Or anything?
Oh yeah. So I'll probably. So far, he's on the short list, the invite list there.
Oh, there you go.
So we'll see. We're trying to get our ducks in a row, man. I had to call everybody because all these people are in, out. Maybe I'm in. I might go. I don't know yet. My rig's not running. I got to shave my cat that week. All these I'm like, okay. So I've called everybody except for one person now, two people, and I'll find out what the heck's going on.
Yeah, because you need to get the menu all set. Well,
actually, it's already. I've already got a lot set, so it's just a matter of figuring out who's going to be there to eat it.
You need to decide how much bourbon you're going to bring, how many bottles of wine.
Oh, that's already been decided. I've already got boxes set aside.
You're just bringing it all.
I'm hoping Old Elk steps up and we get something to pour out there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It doesn't have to come out of our pocket. We'll see.
Right. So KOH, so your prep, how's the buggy? Is it good to go? Where are you at on that? Because you've got prep to do. Yeah.
And for Ultra 4 Jones that's listening in his garage right now that is actually doing KOH prep, it is called KOH prep, Kevin.
You're just stabbing him in the heart with
I
that,
did. I got a video. It'll air before this podcast that I'm sending out. I'm taking a page out of his book from Garage Stuff. But got the rear bump stops, brand new Fox 4-inch bump stops in. Those were super simple.
You're right.
To install. I love stuff like that. The fronts I ordered and should be here Friday. So old ones are out, new ones will go in. I'm struggling with the winch line, getting it back on since it got ripped off, since it was overextended to Sand Hollow doing that last recovery.
Did that screw get ripped out? And you damaged
it got ripped out. Threads are gone.
Oh boy.
I've discovered that winch, cannot come out of the buggy unless you cut metal.
Oh geez.
It's very secure in there. So hopefully that winch keeps working for a very long time because I'm not looking forward to the day that I got to change that out.
I got a Sawzall.
I got a Sawzall too. I got grinders, and that's exactly what you would need to get it out of there. Plasma cutter. I've got all that, but it's so. If I could take it out and put it on the bench, it'd be super simple to rethread, retap the stripped bolt, but not happening. So I came up with a pretty ingenious plan. I couldn't take a picture of it because it required both hands, but basically I took I had my tap, and you couldn't use your normal tap handle because there was no room.
Right.
So then I took a 1/4 inch socket, 1/4 inch drive, 1/4 inch extension, and then another swivel, 1/4 inch swivel, so I could get down in there at the funky angle. And then I was able to hold it square and apply pressure and get the tap started and re-tap the hole. So now I got to go back and put it in. So that was where I left it tonight.
Oh.
And so hopefully I can get that back in, wind up the winch line. I'll put it on the uphill here by my house up to the power pole, so I get good tension on it, and I can have a nice tight.
There you go.
Yeah, because I also use that winch now for the suck down winch, right? I use that at Sand Hollow. So when I get on like backdoor and stuff, I'll just suck that puppy down.
Are you gonna? There's no water in the tires now, is there?
Not right now, but there will be before I leave.
10-4.
Well, there's a little bit of water left in there, some residual, but yeah, no, I'm going to fill it up again.
Cool.
Because it works so well at Sand Hollow, and I plan on doing some of these obstacles down there. It did well last year, but the water just is night and day.
Thursday night shit show, right?
Oh, I'm not going to go to that. I'll go there, but I'm not going to participate. That's just again, if I had FU money and just wanted to break shit, sure, but no.
Yeah,
I'll be going out there like
the debauchery that goes on there is beyond
Sunday or Monday night. You can look for me out there at backdoor.
There you go. Speaking of winch lines, I came home today from work and found.
Did you get it?
Found a box from Brown Santa. Yes,
How's
sir.
it look?
I haven't opened the box yet.
Oh, how are you not open the box? That's like the first thing.
So, yeah, my new Freedom Rope winch line is sitting in the garage right now. I'll get that wound on the winch this weekend. So,
ooh, nice.
And I got to order that. I'm going to order that Factor 55, like I showed you the other day. That whatever thimble thing on the end.
Yeah.
So that'll be sexy.
So it's snatch block.
No, instead of the hook, it'll be that closed.
Oh,
deal.
you're talking about the end of the. I got it. A closed loop system.
Closed loop. Yeah. I'm
gonna
get that. I'm gonna get that sexiness in red. So yeah.
Oh, in red.
Yeah. Why not?
You're going red on your rig.
Sure. I want everybody to see the sexiness.
Well, there you go. Bringing sexy back, one Jeep Wrangler at a time.
So I know
so that's good. Well, yeah. Then you'll be ready to go.
Yep.
I've hopefully I don't have to buy anything else. I think I've got everything, and it's just a matter of the next step for me would be greasing. I've checked a good number of the bolts. Most of my bolts are marked with paint. I got blue paint on there, the marking.
Sure.
Aircraft stuff, like Tyson uses on his aircraft that we got to call him. We still have not heard what the status is, the maintenance and repair on our Wheeling Wine and Whiskey jet. So
I know, right?
Tyson, if you're listening, please let us know what the maintenance is on there, and send the bill to Chris at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com.
I think Lorenzo is going to be our pilot. He was taking lessons.
No, he's not. I ain't getting on no plane that he's piloting. I can tell you that. God, no.
Christmas. Hold on, buttercups. Here we go.
Yeah, that's second. You boys like Mexico?
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Yes. So other than that, Hammertown's being constructed. You see Cody Wagner's updates.
Yeah,
there,
daily photo.
day.
It's like
the tents are some tents are up. Looks like the big Warren tents up.
Yeah.
That gate 3 or whatever that we normally go in.
Yeah, I think that and then basically from there, then the media tent's usually next to that, and then they got basically
Jumbotron and then
Race
Monster
HQ
right there,
right? So now there's a whole shit ton of RVs and stuff. That's like their setup already?
Yeah, it's a Forest River.
Oh, Forest River, yeah.
Forest River campers. We talked about this. They donated, or whatever deal they've worked out with Dave and King of the Hammers Productions. They're supplying a bunch of Forest River campers, and then they're
for staff to use.
Of course, there's going to be some for sale too. So
yeah,
you probably get a fire sale after the event of those campers that have been used down there.
Yeah,
because I think they're brand new campers that they're rolling in for them.
Those things will be a little beat up, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Dusty, just they've already been shook down, and just a good cleaning, and off you go.
Right? Yeah. No, just go down there. So yeah, just go down there with nothing and drive home with a camper that you got for 50% off or whatever.
Yeah. I've got an opportunity to ride down in a very luxurious Class A Tiffin motorhome.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, my neighbor's going now. I told him, well, he knew about the event, but he didn't know about it. So I made him watch or recommended that he watch some YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. And I said, just YouTube KOH, King of the Hammers. And so he did. So he a week straight, he watched all these different videos, and he's in now.
Oh, he might leave after 3 days though. Once he sees
I don't
the
think so.
show.
I don't think so. It'll be great. He's going to love it. So, So I'm I don't know. He offered for me to hook up the buggy and the trailer to the back of that and go down with him, which would be great. But I kind of like have my own camper too. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I was thinking about it after you told me that, and it's like the amount of stuff you bring, between the stoves and the pizza oven and the propane and all the food.
Bring a lot of stuff, huh?
And then, of course, you have your extra fuel for the buggy.
Yeah,
and
but I wouldn't need all that. I just need the fuel. Fuel goes on the buggy, on the trailer.
Right.
He's already got Camp Chef stoves and stuff in this Tiffin. I mean, he's got a lot of that stuff.
That RV probably holds like 250 gallons of water.
He's got a flagpole, so I can fly my flags.
It might not be a bad call. I mean, I don't know. I know. You can post pictures on the gram of you sitting in the passenger seat drinking a Bloody Mary on the ride now.
That thing is nice. I'd feel like a rock star, literally a rock star. It's like a rock star tour bus.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You have to post pictures of that.
On Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Studios on wheels.
Right. There you go. Cool.
Recording studio. I'll have to bring the roadcaster down if I bring that thing.
Oh, hell yeah. No, you'll have for sure. So looking at the calendar, so this episode will drop on the 19th.
Yep.
Which puts it basically a week and a half from the beginning of KOH.
Okay.
So when this airs, it'll be a week and a half to KOH 2021.
Ready to go.
Boom.
Close to ready to go.
It's coming up fast. It's kind of funny as I was watching, Ultra 4 Jones has been posting the snot out of Insta stories on the gram.
Yeah, he's killing it.
And it's almost like it's like a time warp thing because it's almost like, unless I'm missing days or something, it went from 18 days to 16 days in one day.
I don't know.
On his countdown timer that he's got on the wall.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching it every day go down, and he's, that's from when he's leaving. That's what that countdown is.
Right. So yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
I know they're all super excited because the race, the EMA Everyman Challenge EMC is going to be on the 5th, Friday the 5th this year instead of Wednesday.
Correct.
So they're super excited about having a great opportunity to pre-run, the trails and the desert and the rocks and whatnot. So you wanted to talk a little bit about this new trail that Cody Wagner's been talking about.
Well, it's not so new. It's the old Dead Blow Trail, but it
looks gnarly as hell, dude.
Huh?
It looks gnarly.
Oh, it is, and it's pretty funny. He posted up a video of walking it with Cameron Steele.
Right.
And anyways, and Cameron Steele's just there shaking his head, and he's the one driving the car, right?
Yeah.
And he's just shaking his head. So now, granted, he's used to high-speed desert stuff and not this rock crawling stuff, but apparently it's pretty gnarly. So yeah, the best thing was, Cody drew that picture of the trail and said, okay, going up is Dead Blow, going down is King's Graveyard. So,
they're
hashtag don't be a pussy.
They're going to go down it.
They're going down it. And, I mean, I know as long as these cars that don't have mechanical, any mechanical issues, I mean, there's a lot of cars that are capable of getting to that point.
Sure.
You got gravity on your side. I haven't set my eyes on it other than these videos, and videos never do it justice, but it looks super gnarly. but it will make for an interesting race, and it should be. I mean, this is the world's hardest one day off-road race, and you need to have, because they're making, some of these other obstacles from a few years ago look like child's play, and just pass right on by, and it's like, okay, what else you got? So this is good. Stepping it up for
Chocolate Thunder is no big deal. I mean, it's they blow through Chocolate Thunder in 30 seconds now, and
like Justin Hall said, if you're there more than 2 minutes, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
So, and you see all the recreation wheelers like us out there at night now. Of course, most of them are driving Toyotas and stuff, but they're taking a good 10, 20 minutes to get up that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes me a good 10 minutes to get up it, and that's if I'm lucky and pick some good lines and get some traction and go.
It's because you drive like an old man.
I do drive like an old man.
Well,
but sometimes I send it.
Just got to send it.
Just depends on what mood I'm in, how I'm feeling, how the buggy's feeling, how Lorenzo's feeling, how my passenger's feeling.
There you go.
I really don't care about the passenger.
You really don't. You really don't.
Buttercup.
I've been in that thing, and it's like, what are you doing?
So I've got a couple, that Gaia software and stuff, and I've forwarded the maps that I've compiled there with, of Johnson Valley,
right?
To some of our listeners. So, if you need that, DM me. I've been sharing that, and I've been mapping out a couple of trails I want to do, and a couple of scenic points I want to go check out that I haven't seen yet. So there's so much out there. I mean, you could literally spend 2 weeks, and I don't think you could do every trail and see everything. So
as Cody says, Cody Wagner, he has a place out there. He's out there damn near every weekend, and he hasn't wheeled the whole place. He's still
he's
stuff.
Making up new trails too.
Right, exactly. So it'll never be fully exploited, hopefully, and hopefully it gets taken care of and all that stuff too.
What's going to be really interesting is how hard and untouched, this Dead Blow Trail is, King's Graveyard,
right?
To see how it is after the race,
right? Well, I mean, when they
see how much.
They were driving up there in their red dots and shit, So, I mean, 4-wheel steer buggies and whatnot. So,
yeah, but there was a guy with a drag axle that went up it too in Cody's group, and he said a drag axle couldn't make it up.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, but apparently the guy made it. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, stickies and water and a little bit of prayer, and you go send it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In the words of Larry and Tice, you're just gonna send it.
So, hopefully I'm missing out on the, Crazy Dan and them, because Dan's a good spotter and he always eggs me on.
Right.
Hopefully Tommy's there. If Tommy's there, I'll have him spot. I'll go do anything with Tommy spotting me. So we'll see. We'll see, if I get a good spotter and go try some of this stuff and see what kind of time.
You're full of love, full of hate?
No, I won't go do that. Just because we've done it before, but I didn't do the upper half. But yeah, so.
Well, 2.5 weeks.
Yep, it's coming up quick. I'm the camper's like halfway packed. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll finish that up here the next couple days, and then that should be ready to go. Just put it on the truck and throw some last minute food in, and bye bye. Or I end up pulling the stuff out of the camper into a duffel bag, and then going and riding luxury. I don't know.
Riding down the Taj Mahal. Yeah, you have options. That's cool.
Options.
That's cool. Well, KOH, man.
6.5 miles to the gallon, he says.
Well, shit. That's what do we get, about 11, 12 when we're fully loaded down? I mean, that's half.
Yeah, I know.
But he probably holds 150 gallons of fuel, too.
Yeah. I was talking to him about holding tanks and everything, and I said, man, I can go a full, that full 10 days down in the desert in my camper and be fine. I add water. I bring 20 gallons extra water, but
right.
Yeah, he'll have no problem. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see.
On. Well, that's cool.
All right. What else? Moving on.
Well,
what do you got? You got a bunch of stuff in front of you there, I see.
Yeah, I've got just a few things. Wanted to talk about MET. People that don't know about MET, Mormon Emigrant Trail.
Oh, that was
well, people know about Mormon Emigrant Trail. That's a big problem.
MET, it's referred to here in NorCal. So it's up by Pollock Pines.
Right, and Sly Park, off of Sly Park Road.
Yeah.
And there's been some, it's been busy. People we know have been wheeling on there. I know that Tyler from Snail Trail has been up there. Our friend Rodney was up on the trail not that long ago.
Latte Rodney?
Yeah, Latte Rodney.
Really? Oh,
and
nice.
this is where
he doesn't invite me on runs anymore. I don't think he likes me.
Well,
I think I've bashed on Overlander so much he feels offended. I think he got offended. I think I triggered him.
He hasn't invited me either, to be honest.
Oh, well, okay, that makes me feel better.
But he's bumped it up. He's gone to 37s, and he's kind of taking a page from the racer book too. And
he's getting close to Rocklander status now.
Well, but did you see he's painting the bolts and shit like a race car driver?
No, really?
You didn't see? Oh yeah.
Painting. Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, he's doing what we do. Yeah, we mark the bolts. You're talking about the paint. Yeah. So the indicator paint.
Yeah, because he's going to send it, I guess.
Oh yeah. No, hey, it's good to do. I mean, all the years of off-roading, the stuff loosens up, as you know too, and having that little paint stripe on the bolt and the nut, and you can immediately see if it's backed off.
Absolutely. No.
So it's just a quick visual. You can pop a beer, go into your rig and check things out after the run. And then it's like, okay, no, we're good.
Yep, absolutely.
Or, whoa, that one's backed off a half a turn.
Better get my wrenches out of my, move the latte machine and,
that's right.
Wrenches. So,
oh, okay. Public service amount. Do we have some music for that or anything?
Hold on. Let me,
we have, don't go. You can't handle the truth. Don't go. Let's get something new. You got anything new? Oh, there you go.
All right. The more you know. No,
that's what you needed to play.
I don't have.
Do we have that one?
I don't have that yet. I'm going to try to get that this weekend. So, I heard from some people that people were kind of wheeling on Mormon Emigrant Trail coming in from 88, which is a big no-no.
From the 88 side.
From the 88 side. And as you know, that's for snowmobiles only. No wheeled travel at all.
Yeah, so it's no wheeled over snow travel. So snowmobiles are okay,
right.
Stuff like that.
At that point.
Yeah.
So basically the deal on Mormon Emigrant Trail is you should enter from Pollock Pines, Sly Park Road. Drive up from there, and when you reach Silver Fork, if you can reach Silver Fork, because I mean the winter's been super mild this year.
Yeah,
you're supposed to stop at Silver Fork and then turn around and head back towards Sly Park.
Right.
There's no through. You cannot go through at this time of the year.
Cannot go to Highway 88.
Right, you cannot.
In the summer, you can.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great scenic road.
Old ski resort up there.
Right, Iron Mountain.
Iron Mountain ski resort, exactly.
So. It was a little disturbing to hear that was going on, and there were people that were coming in from 88. That I heard there was like 40 or 50 rigs up there, a lot of Toyotas and rooftop tents and people camping and partying and whatnot that had either driven around the gate or over the gate or whatever. But
right,
the people. This is the type of stuff that once it's noticed, it gets a shutdown, and you'll find out that. Next year, the year after next, or whatever, sometime in the future, you'll be driving up there and there's going to be a big freaking gate and they'll be like, sorry, you can't go in there no more. And that's going to be why.
Right. Yeah. And so, that gets super popular. It's close to, Sacramento, and Bay Area people go up there because it's convenient to go snow wheeling. And it's just a road that they stop plowing.
Exactly.
So it's actually pavement underneath, but they just don't plow it.
And it can be very challenging. Absolutely. If the snow's been gnarly and heavy, and you're going to get stuck.
Yeah. And they usually have somebody at the beginning there running patrol or information, I should say, some local 4-wheel drive clubs that hand out brochures and talk about people, the trail. But I guess this year it's been a little bit lax because of the COVID thing.
Yes.
So that sucks because there's a lot of new four-wheelers that don't know, one, that you can't drive all the way through to 88, and you get people trying to get to Kirkwood Ski Resort that way too.
Right. We've talked about
big old signs there, and they finally put signs up that says your GPS is wrong. Turn around. You cannot get there from here.
I will never forget that dude. We were stuck. I was on a Mad Hatter run years ago, and there was a dude. We had stopped because a rig in front of us was on well set up rig was buried to his axle. He was done. Yeah. And we're digging him out, and this Toyota Tundra pulls up behind me, and he's like, "Get out of my way." Him and his girlfriend. And I'm like, "What's going on, dude?" He's like, "Yeah, you're blocking the road. I got to get through to get to Kirkwood." It's like, dude, you're not going to get to Kirkwood.
You're not getting there from here.
Dude, my GPS says this is the way to go.
Good.
I'm like, dude, you ain't going to get there. You're stock. You're just not going to make it. Turn around, go back to 50, go up to Tahoe, go down to 88, 89, or 89 to 88.
No, I would let him just go ahead and get stuck. And then we just go up there and laugh and crack a beer and go, "Hey, you need some help yet?
Wants to dig you out? Dickhead."
Yeah, exactly. Pompous ass.
Anyway, so I mean, yeah, they did put the signs up, says your GPS is wrong, and hopefully that's helped a little bit. But
so yeah, it's a cool area. It gets crazy busy, obviously, because it is easy access. But yeah, and don't go off. There's roads that go off, that are okay in the summertime, but in the wintertime, you're not supposed to be out there.
Yeah, did you see dirt?
And the worst thing, like right now, where we have this minimal snow, is the worst thing because, when there's 6-10 feet of snow, go have a ball. You're not going to reach dirt.
Right.
I don't care what you got. You're not getting down that far. But right now, you get right down to that dirt and you start tearing that up. It's no bueno. So
damaging the environment.
Yeah.
So
So, anyways, hopefully we get some storms soon. This California weather is just
winter's over, crazy. Dude. It's over.
No, it's not, Chris.
It's supposed to be 70 degrees tomorrow, man.
Well, that's fine, but you got. Historically, the last few years, and I don't care if you're looking at the Farmer's Almanac's pretty accurate, by the way. But if you're looking at all these different things, we have had some really good late February, March storms.
No, absolutely.
Crazy good stuff. So that's what saved our ass.
I'm just doom and gloom.
People forget that we're living in a desert.
Right.
California
no
is
doubt.
a desert by definition.
No doubt.
And then you keep adding all the population, although a lot of people are moving out, including myself soon here. But
dropping a bomb.
Good. So don't let Newsom know, because I don't want to pay the you're moving out of the state where you still have to pay taxes.
There's a residual tax. Yeah, no, it's like
fuck that.
Yeah. The other thing I saw is San Francisco Bay Area Jeep Association, SF Baja.
Oh yeah,
they had like a run that went up to Mormon Emigrant Trail a week or two ago, and they had 40 rigs.
Oh, I believe it.
40 JKs and JLs.
Was there any angry girls?
I don't know.
Not angry girls. Angry girls.
Angry girl. I don't know. I just, man, I couldn't even imagine wheeling with 40 people.
Here's something else. If I had won the lottery, I would have
banned those or what?
No. I would have ordered one up, and I would have paid somebody to go up to Latte Rodney's house one night when he's at work or whatever, and put one on his Jeep. So when he came home, he had an angry girl on his rig.
He'd know who did it right away.
Oh too. God, yes, and it'd be great. I'd leave a bottle of good bourbon or something too, just to kind of hey, this is funny, but here's something nice.
And then espresso.
Yeah, maybe.
From Sarah.
A set of Nespresso pods for his Nespresso maker.
Nespresso. Nice. Sorry, Rodney.
I don't know. Anyway, he was never inviting us on a trip now.
Well, no. I mean, yeah. Well, you'll see. We'll see him down at KOH. He's going to be rocking his new 37s with his, what he's got, those Patagonias, the Milestar Patagonias.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty excited, and I know he wants to do some wheeling. We've got quite a few people that are want to do good but mild wheeling, nothing crazy extreme, and I'm totally down with that. And then I'm going to branch off and go with a couple of these other groups and go see if I can, conquer some of these other harder trails.
Get into some trouble.
Yeah, I will get into some trouble. I guarantee that.
Nice.
It's scary what that thing can do.
I
especially
know.
with water in the tires.
I mean,
You haven't been in it with water.
I
in the
have
tires.
not, but I just, like I said, last year going up, outer limits, I'm just like, what the fuck?
That was a great day.
It was
a really good day.
That was an awesome day. It was, there was no other way I was going to see that trail. And I mean, other than the brief videos you see during race time with the race cars going through it, I mean, to be in the buggy, like that one moment where you wedged yourself between those two rocks and you're like, you got out to take a peek and it's like, well, one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to make it or we're going to break it.
Break or we're going to make it. Because we're pretty stuck right now. It's amazing. I have a regret from that day, 2 regrets from that day. Remember, so we were heading out there and then literally 5 miles into the trek out there, Mike Austin breaks down.
Broke a spring. Yeah.
Yeah. Broke the spring. So I was really looking forward to wheeling with him. And so he was out. Your son was riding with him.
No, my son was riding with the guy that had the tranny problem. That was Steve.
Who was riding with? Oh,
CJ was riding
Steve
with Mike.
That's right. Who was riding with Mike Austin?
CJ.
Okay.
Craig was
CJ
riding with
didn't
Steve.
have his rig out there.
Yeah.
And he's not going this year. Boo. So anyways, that was sucked. And then, yeah, we get out to the Means Lake Bed.
Means, yeah.
Am I saying it right? Somebody's going to correct me if I'm wrong. It's the Means Lake Bed.
I don't know. Ultra 4 Jones will correct us.
I know. I'll get hate mail if I'm wrong. But anyways, way out there where they're Emerson.
I think it's Emerson. It might be.
I don't know,
Emerson.
but it's flat as flat can be.
Yeah, and there's those little bushes, and that's about it.
Yeah, and so you're on the main course, where these guys are hauling ass, approaching 100 miles an hour plus in their Ultra 4 cars.
You almost rolled us there.
No, I didn't. No. That was out after the photo shoot. So that was cool. So we got out there and we were near the military base. And you could hear bombing and shit was going on.
Yeah,
practice
they're probably watching us with their mega
so we
cameras
parked
too.
all our rigs and got a killer photo. And, it was a great time. And we were just bullshitting. And then that's when we discovered Steve's transmission was cracked.
Right.
The Turbo 350 housing was cracked and he was done.
Right.
He's like, I got to limp back to camp. And yeah, because you're fucking leaking oil and you're cracked tranny. Yes. Okay.
And we're
Head
as
back.
far away as you
So
can
we
get.
lost him and your son.
Right.
At that point. So then, I went, I guess before that photo shoot is where I almost rolled because I went to flip the buggy around.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing?
And I pulled the driver front tire up in the air because it was hooking up so good and gave it a little too much skinny pedal. But anyways, that was fun. So we got the photo shoot and then we're like, okay, let's go do Outer Limits. You're right there by Spooners and Outer Limits.
Yeah.
And we got into Outer Limits and it was just, weather was perfect and we had a great group minus two people that I wish was out there on the trail with us and just had a fucking ball. That was so cool. And we saw 3 other rigs that whole time on that trail.
Well, there were some rigs that passed us going up and then there were a few rigs that were coming down.
Yeah. Two were racers that were pre-running. Which is always fun out there. So if you've never been to KOH and you're out there recreation wheeling during KOH week, not during one of the races, obviously, where they're using the course, you can be out there and then all these guys are out there. I mean, you may see Levi Shirley roll up on you, pre-running the course and, and the Campbells, whoever, you know. It's really, really freaking cool. And,
I remember all that. And I also remember saying to myself, shit, Outer Limits, this isn't that bad. I could do this. And then about a quarter mile later, I'm like, shit, I'm glad I'm not doing this.
You were never going to do that. It got real gnarly. And
it got real fast.
Yeah. We were picking some of the harder lines just because we were out wreck wheeling. But, when you're racing, you're trying to pick the fastest line through, the cleanest line through those obstacles. But there's some points that you don't have an option. You gotta hit those obstacles.
Right.
And that squeeze section, that was like,
that's near the top. That's no joke, man. I mean, it's I looked out, I was, like I said, and I think that was the interview we were talking to, Ultra 4 Jones, it's like, I looked out the window, or not the window, the side of the buggy, and I'm like, it was 12 or 14 or 15 feet down.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not getting out.
No, that was good. Good stuff.
Good times.
So anyways, I don't know how we got down that rabbit hole, but, that's what we do here.
Right. Well,
Whiskey podcast.
We were talking about Met, and then we weren't.
Oh, MET. And then we got onto
back to KOH, because KOH is just around the corner.
So I got KOH on the mind.
Right. Well, it's 'tis the season, as they say. So
love it. All right. Lorenzo's he's super excited for KOH. He really is. What? Nice. I want to see. I should see if I can get a little saddle for him, and I can ride him through Hammertown.
What's that?
I should see if I can get a saddle for him and ride him through Hammertown.
He'll buck you off.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
No, he won't.
Well, you got to get him all liquored up. He'll be totally mellow.
So, what else you got on your list? Anything else?
Well, I got a lot. So, I mean, it's all quick stuff. I just want to I know last year we did a little bit of a kind of a rundown on how the show statistically was doing, or the little bit of stats, and it was interesting. I think it was interesting.
Which show? The Snail Trail 4x4 podcast?
Fuck them.
Mike and Max's podcast?
No, slowest growing podcast on the
slowest growing podcast. Oh my God.
So if you look at some of the stats, I kind of dig into it a little bit. And so this is, we said we're episode 88, right?
This is the monkeys throwing darts at the board?
No, we're not going to look at rankings and shit like that. We are not ranked very well. Number one. But anyway.
Which is number one.
So as of right now, we have 123 and a half hours of Wheeling Wine and Whiskey for your listening pleasure.
Okay, so this is episode 88. So up to through episode 87. 123 hours that we've recorded.
123 and a half.
Oh, 23 and a half, 0.5. That is aired. Which we probably recorded close to 200 hours.
Oh shit. Yeah. There's definitely a lot
of shit that goes on the cutting room floor.
Cutting room floor. Exactly. So, but I think that's pretty amazing to think that since we started in March of 2019, we're at 123.
I think I want my 123 hours back.
You want your, you ain't getting it back, my friend. No, that's gone. That's gone time.
If I was Shannon Campbell, I could have built like 16 race cars in that 123 hours.
Oh shit! I'm telling you, that guy's a machine. He's
building a whole side by side right now from scratch.
Is that so? I was going to ask, is that scratch? Because I'm like, what is? Because clearly that's not his Ultra 4 car. That's
because
just,
he can. No, yeah, it's a mini Ultra 4 car is what it is. And he's it's 100% legal, building this whole chassis and putting all the side by side engine and components in it that makes it qualify as a side by side.
So he didn't want to have a Razor or a Can-Am. He just had to build his own.
He has been running the Razor.
I know. I mean, but so this is Razor, he's legitimately building his own.
Yeah.
From scratch.
How you doing?
Wow.
That's
okay,
how
so
fucking
I think he's got a little bit more than 123 hours into it, but
I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways, okay, go on. So, I'm sorry. I should just stop now. Go ahead.
123 and a half hours. So, and then we started the patron thing. We have 33 patrons right now. 33.
Great.
33 patrons.
And we like everybody. And if any of our patrons are going to KOH, please make sure you DM me, because I might have a little something special for you. There's some special things coming out from Dirtbag Johnny.
That's right.
And I'd be happy to share those.
Well, let's circle back on the patron thing in a couple of minutes. I want to talk a little bit more statistics.
Okay.
So I know I mentioned to you earlier, I don't know, it was yesterday or today, about geolocation, about where people are listening to our podcast from.
Okay.
And it's actually amazing. I mean, we have obviously
How does that get tracked?
It's got to be through IP addresses.
The chips, the
IP addresses,
the microchips that we're ingesting.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
that we're
what
getting from the COVID vaccine.
And the satellites that are tracking us. Exactly.
Okay. All right. So what do we got?
So you got the United States, of course.
Wow, that's a shocker.
No shit, right? And then you got Australia. Thank you guys.
Yes, we know. We got a huge fan base in Australia.
So
Charles, Aaron, and Benji.
Right. Well, so 94% of our listeners in the United States. We have almost 3% of our listeners in Australia. So unless there's 100 people in Australia total, that's 3%, right? 2.75%. Canada, United Kingdom, Germany, Switzerland, Russia, Switzerland, dude. Yeah,
dude. Yes, I want to come visit you, whoever you are, the one person that's listening to us in Switzerland. I love Switzerland.
Absolutely.
I'm going to buy a watch too while I'm out skiing.
You don't wear watches.
I don't. I don't.
Anyway, Russia.
This isn't Russia, Danny, is it? Is this Russia?
It is. It's true.
Good vodka there.
Denmark.
Wow.
Saudi
Don't they have
Arabia.
some good Danishes there?
Denmark. They have windmills. Is that windmills?
You know the difference between a Danish and a donut?
The hole.
That's right.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
They do some crazy shit out there. You see those videos of those Saudis out there? Just
they buy those Lamborghini SUVs and they just total them. They just drive them and break them and shit. And then I'm not quite sure where other is. That's a weird sounding country.
That's you know what that is? That's Florida. That's Sherpa in Florida. That's exactly where that is. Sherpa and Mudrador.
Or Oakland. It could be Oakland. I don't know.
That's the two Florida listeners.
So yeah, I mean, look, we're international. Now I don't see Estonia or Bulgaria in there, so I guess.
Well, that's interesting and very cool that it's that. I mean, it really is interesting. We've talked about this before, how it just reaches out there, and I want to go visit some of these people.
Well, I think Australia definitely needs to be high on the list of places we need to go.
Oh, that's been on my bucket list, and I will make that trip happen someday when all this COVID bullshit's over with. And how cool would it be to set it up where we could go out there and ride along with them and go do some of their fun trails, and then they come out here, and we'll take on the Rubicon of Fordyce and Barrett and shit, and just show them a hell of a good time.
Well, let's get this COVID bullshit behind us.
We need Tyson to get our jet back together so we can go across borders here in countries.
Lorenzo needs to finish his flight training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just
you boys like Mexico. You need that soundbite. That's what you need to get in there.
I'm going to get that one. That's a good idea.
Write that down.
So
there you go. Okay, so that's world tour. We need a Wheeling Wine and Whiskey world tour. There's a ring to that.
Exactly.
W4.
We'll just have
world tour. Look at that.
If we win the lottery,
world tour.
If we win the lottery, there you go. Boom.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, when. Boom. So yeah, I'm excited. This is good stuff. So that's geolocation, and that's kind of enough of the stats on that side. Reviews.
What? We got new reviews since the last podcast.
3 new reviews. So total, listen to this.
We were on a dry spell, and then boom.
I know. Some people woke up. I don't know, man. But 114 ratings.
That's pretty cool.
On iTunes. And we have 59 written reviews on iTunes.
That's cool. Right on, people. Thank you. That helps us out a lot with those monkeys throwing darts at the board. I don't know how it works, but I guarantee it's monkeys throwing darts at the board. But they see a review come in and they throw a bullseye. So Thank you very much. And that's awesome. So, okay. What do we got? Are you going to read them? You're sober this time.
I am sober.
I got a lot of great, DMs on Instagram about, you, being over the handlebars.
I was a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. No, you were fully over the handlebars, and you just deteriorated as the episode went on.
Dude, that Antique 107 was freaking great.
It was great, and thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad it was you and not me this time. So, thank you. Thank you very little.
We swap sides, you know.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Okay, so 3 new reviews. You don't have them up on your screen, huh?
No, I got a picture of you on the screen right now.
Oh, jeez. I've got my 32. I got my 32-inch monitor going right here. I got everything up on my screen.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you got.
So yeah. So they haven't DM'd you. I'm gonna. So Jor Surly. JORS. Joe.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Joe Surly. Wrote this on January 8th, and it's 5-star. Couple of great guys, full of good information and stories. Keep it up. Sweet. Thank you so much.
Nice. I like it.
Yes, sir. And then we got this. So on January 9th, we got Jar Jar Archie. God, thank God it's not Jar Jar Binks. That's Star Wars right there.
I was going to say that's Star Wars, right? And I'm not a big Trekkie or Star Wars guy either, but or Trekkie, but yeah, I got that one.
Jar Jar Archie. So wrote this 5-star January 9th, 2021. I love wheeling and listening to Jason and Chris talk about it. Talk about it is a great way to pass time at work. Not a fan of wine, spelled WHINE.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, no whining, Tyler.
But love whiskey, and I've learned a lot. Definitely worth listening to. Right on, man. Thanks. Glad you're enjoying the show. Jar
Can I interject
Archie.
real quick?
Sure.
It's pretty cool because I've gotten comments like that before that people were, they heard about whiskey or whatever, but they never really dabbled in it. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to go out and buy a bottle and try some, because I'm listening to this podcast and they're talking about it. And it is amazing the amount of DMs that I get, Old Elk in particular, because we really like that. And again, I keep going back, trying all these crazy expensive whiskeys. I mean, just like that Weller Antique. I mean, that was phenomenal and great, but bang for the buck. I mean, Old Elk is hard to beat, but it's really cool when listeners go out and try something and then they're like, that might have not even explored it before. And then I'm sorry, not sorry for the habit that we instilled in you. And then you start collecting different bourbons and
just don't let your wives
thousands
know
of dollars, and you create a huge collection.
Right. Well, I mean,
before this podcast, how many bottles of bourbon did you have?
Like 2. I had a bottle of scotch.
Like bourbon, because Jack Daniels doesn't count as bourbon.
Right. No, I had a bottle of scotch, and that was basically it.
Scotch. I love scotch.
I mean, now I'm sitting in my
whiskeys
home office, and I've got.
Well, I know. I see behind you. I don't see. Now I don't see anything because your hands over the screen. But so you went from basically, let's just say 3 or 4 whiskeys in your house till what now?
Oh, there's at least 20 bottles back there now.
So your wife loves me, and you have a little stinglet every other night or so, huh?
Maybe.
See, I don't. I do maybe midweek. I'm maybe two little sips at the end of dinner or whatever. But it's the weekends.
Right.
It's no holds bar.
Craig, my son Craig, comes over on Saturdays to do laundry. He doesn't live at home anymore, and it was so funny because he came over this last Saturday and Janina just finished fixing the washer and dryer. This is a whole other side story, but machines, washing, the appliances aren't built the way they used to be,
No, I had to fix my dryer the other day.
Well, we were like, the dryer was making this horrible screeching sound. I was like, what? And it wasn't that old. Well, actually that's about 10 years old.
Oh.
And then the washing machine, which is only 3 or 4 years old, was doing some funky shit. It just whatever. But these damn appliances cost so much money, And I was ready to just go buy new ones. And I was like so angry about it. And then Janine's like, I'm going to fix these fucking things. So she went on to Amazon.
Power of YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube, Amazon, bought the parts on Amazon. And so for basically like $100 in parts, she fixed our washer and dryer.
So your wife fixed your washer and dryer.
She did. Well, she's an engineer, dude.
Oh, I know, but you need to turn in your man card.
I will. But
that's awesome.
So Craig came over and
my God, what a handy woman.
I know, right? So Craig came over and he's like, hey, I just opened that bottle of Antique up, and he's like, yeah, I bought a bottle and drank it.
Oh, he did?
I'm like, did you drink the whole thing? He's like, no, but my friends and I, we New Year's Eve, we put some hurt on that. And I was like, what'd you think? He's like, it was fucking good. I was like, it is good.
Craig money.
I know, right? Kids, and he paid off his home. He's he lives in a trailer, but he finished buying it, so he owns that thing free and clear, dude. That's his house. And anyway, good for him. He's living the dream. He's got he's drinking better bourbon at his age than I ever considered drinking at my.
We're going to see him at the Hammers, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, all right, cool.
So
that just totally went. We went off the rails there the down a rabbit hole, but I just wanted to. It's pretty cool that I mean, you discover this stuff and you hear about things and whatever, and it's all personal palate.
Yeah,
and it's not for everybody, but it's when you taste some really good, alcohol, liquor, whatever, wine, whatever it may be, it's
a big difference.
It is.
Going from Blue Nun to a high-end wine.
Blue Nun.
I mean,
okay, wait. So is Blue Nun better or worse than Fireball? I've never had Blue Nun. I don't know.
It's way better than Fireball.
It is. Okay.
But that's
all right.
That's wine versus what the fuck is Fireball? What is Fireball? It's like, is that whiskey?
It's sugar. It's cinnamon. What are those things? The Red Hots. They take but
it's whiskey, right?
Red Hots.
The base
and melt
whiskey.
them down and throw in some Everclear, and that's how they make Fireball.
Fuck.
That, or you've seen the Elf on the Shelf pissing into the Fireball bottles. That's how they make Fireball too. Right. So whatever.
No, I don't know. I mean, we all grow up, and I mean,
Fireball, Tyler.
I remember being in Acapulco when I was in high school, and we went down to high school trip.
I've got some Acapulco stories.
And we went to the liquor store and we bought Blue Nun wine because that was super cheap. And we got pretty wrecked on that.
How many pesos for Blue Nun wine?
God, dude, pesos back then, I remember it was like 1,400 pesos to the dollar. So we were walking around like, shit, I got 1 million pesos, man. I'm a millionaire.
Oh, I know. You feel that's a great thing. Back in the day in Mexico, you felt like you were ripping them off and they felt like they were ripping you off. It was a total win-win situation.
Right.
And the power of the American dollar down there was great. And I mean, I appreciated everybody that was there, and they'd wait on you hand and foot. And I'm like, dude, I'm not all that in a bag of chips. So just, but it was cool. I had some great experiences down there with these bartenders and, the people cleaning our room and everything. And I'd leave them some ridiculously good tips. And they're just like, no, that's too much. I'm like, no, you know what? You earned it. You work your ass off. You got a great work ethic, and I want to promote that. And they're super appreciative, and that was great. Anyways, but
well, in Acapulco today is a danger zone. You don't want to go.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, it was great, and then for some reason, after I'd always tip heavy at the beginning. I tipped heavy throughout the week, but
Jason money.
No, you feel like Jason or Chris money while you were there because you're making it rain and you go up to the bartenders, oh, Senor Verde, and then your drinks got poured very heavy for some reason.
Yeah, no doubt.
It was great times. Those were the good old days.
Well, I could tell stories, but that would incriminate me, and I'd end up in jail in Mexico. So they'd extradite me, and that'd be over. So.
I've got a great story. I would never tell it on the podcast. Maybe on the Patreon page, I'll tell it.
Acapulco Day, Mexico stories. Well, let's just stop there. All right.
I gotta stop. But there's a great one that just I tell that story to my personal friends have heard it and just laugh their ass off. They can't. It was an experience, massage experience.
No,
I can't. Okay, wait a minute. I said too much.
We have one more review, so hold on.
Okay, yeah. Let's get back. How about the reviews?
I'm going to steer this thing back. Lorenzo, reel it in. So we got, this one actually showed up. I didn't see it until about 20 minutes ago. It popped up.
Hot off the press.
It is. This guy, Donnie.
Put your glasses back on to read it.
I know. Well, my eyes are burning up. So Donnie 801. 5-star, titled Laugh All the Way. Listening to these two guys ramble, sidestepping subjects to another subject and then another subject is hilarious.
That's perfect because that's exactly what we just did. Thank you, Donnie.
Love it when they're drinking and the words start to slur. Then start picking on the toy boys. Keep your nasty Australian jam.
Toy boys. And keep your nasty Australian jam. Are they referring to Vegemite?
They very well may be.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. Love it.
So yeah, that's those are the newest reviews, hot off the press. Exciting stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
DM Jason if you haven't, so you can get your stickers.
I'll send you a sticker. And then those of you that are in Russia and Denmark and stuff, send us something from your country. We'll try it and we'll see what we how it hits our palates on the podcast. That'd
Love
be awesome.
Caviar, but make sure it's chilled all the way from Russia.
They have good caviar there.
Beluga,
Yeah. Okay. Look at you. See, you're the fine diner. I can't afford that shit.
Shit, you've probably had more beluga caviar than I have.
Not a big fan of caviar. I don't hate it. I just don't seek it out.
Pretty salty, but yeah, I mean, it's
salty. I'll tell you what I do love is foie gras.
Not a huge fan.
Oh God, there are some really good foie gras out there that I just love it. But it's, you think about what they do to get foie gras, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. So
yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's see. Let me look at my list of stuff here.
Oh, here we go. Checking the list. I got everything cleared off of my list.
So we can just wrap up. I want to go quick. I know we started talking a little bit about Patreon, and I want to thank our patrons. Absolutely. You guys are the best.
Awesome.
We're trying to
help us out.
Trying to push out new content. One of the things that obviously the first round of flasks went out, and our listeners that received their flasks have posted up pictures on the gram. Yeah, on the gram. Just saw the picture.
Alger posted his. So.
That's right. So if you've received your flask, definitely throw it up on the gram. Put some pictures on there of it on the gram. Tag us. Tag Old Elk.
Tag Old Elk.
And then that's awesome. The other thing I wanted to kind of mention, and you and I spoke about it before, is Patreon allows us to do an annual membership.
Oh yeah, this is something that I wanted to get going because I've had a few people reach out to me and say, "Hey, it's great. I want to support you guys, but I don't want to do this monthly BS. I want to do a year deal." And I'm like, "Okay." And I called you, and you go, "Oh yeah, we can do that. So go ahead."
So basically, at this point in time, I've enabled the annual membership, so you can sign up. You pay for the year in advance, but right now. We have a nice discount. So you can get, if you pay for the year in advance, you get 2 months free. 2 months free.
So is that on any tier?
Any tier.
Okay. So the $5, $10 and $20 tier, if you pay the whole deal for the year,
right?
You're in, your card's going to get dinged one time for the year, and you're in, and you don't have to worry about a monthly payment per se.
Correct.
But so you're going to get 12 months for 10 months.
Right. 2 months free. That's correct.
2 months free.
And this spiff, this giveaway, this special will go for, I don't know, a couple months probably. We'll just try to we're doing this for you guys. We
had some people request that.
And, obviously if you're at the $20 tier, we have that cool giveaway of, that flask that's out in the wild now.
Right.
And, the $10 tier, you get, my rants and Jason's rants and jokes and whatnot. And the $5 level, you're supporting us, and we certainly appreciate that too. So
God, anything is great.
So it takes a little dough to make this thing happen. So, any way you can support us is definitely very much appreciated.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Another option out there, and if you can do it, great. We know this has been some difficult times financially. I've personally gone through some financial hardships here this year, trying to keep business running and stuff. So I get it. But if you can do it and you want to do it, great. That option's there, and that's that. I mean, it's helped us out, get this new Roadcaster and the mics, and get some of the swag going. Yeah, and it's cool.
Right on. So we have, I think one more episode is going to be dropping before departing for King of the Hammers.
Man, I don't know how I can squeeze that in.
Well, let's see. So I'm getting down to
the wire now. I'm getting a little antsy. I can't imagine if I was racing. I'd be really distraught right now.
So this episode drops on the 19th. We'll have an episode drop on the 26th, and that'll be the week.
And then we leave. We're going. She going.
So and then we'll have
the desert floor the 29th.
The final updates for KOH. I know that addresses have been issued for people that have been getting garages on pit row. Things are ramping up. Construction is ongoing at Hammertown. So what?
Yeah. So Kevin Jones, announced his garage.
Yep.
Derek with the Toyota 4Runner. I'm sorry, Toyota Sequoia.
Sequoia, right?
Sequoia. With the Snail Trail boys interviewed,
right?
Is right next to him, and then the guy out of Tracy with the Ford Ranger is right next to them.
Oh,
so all three of them are lined up. That we've been following. That's pretty freaking cool. So I'm looking forward to. I mean, that's just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. All three of them right there.
Oh, it's gonna be hectic week. That's for sure.
I don't know where EVE is going to be.
Yeah, we haven't
announced. And then Justin Hall, I think he's got his own camp. He's not in the main thing. And I know Amber's doing her own camp, so they're not in the main pit area.
And then you announced that Shearer and Bailey Cole are going to be in the normal pits this year instead of up in Hammertown Heights.
I got a little intel on that, so that's pretty cool. Looking forward to talking to them. So, all right. So, Custom Chaos Racing is who's going to be camped, or I should say pitting next to Ultra 4 Jones.
Okay.
And Derek. So Custom Chaos, he's got the Rock Ranger. It's a Ford Ranger that he's converted over. He's out of Tracy, so he's local.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to hunt him down and get him on the podcast as well. This is a pretty cool build. But you can look him up at Custom Chaos Racing on IG.
Okay, is that with a chaos with a CH or a K?
No, it's a C as in cat. USTOM CHAOSRACINE. I'm sorry, ING.
Jesus. Racine. How much have you had to drink?
Where did I get the E?
I don't know.
Can I buy a vowel? No. So Custom Chaos Racing. Check him out. So yeah, he's there local to us in Tracy, and I'm super stoked to see this Ranger race. I mean, there's so many people that we've made friends with here through the podcast, and
absolutely,
it's going to be good to see what they got going on out on that. And then, of course, Derek is DMill, so DMILL _ WITHAWELDER. So it's DMill _ with a welder.
Right.
And he's the one with the Sequoia.
Did you listen to that Snail Trail episode?
Yes, I did.
I finished it today driving home.
Yeah, it's great.
I tell you, that guy's got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in their shoes. Let me just tell you, because it's,
Because he has to take all the glass out of that thing, right? I mean, you can't run a windshield or windows. I mean, it's full-bodied rig, so he's got to take all the glass out.
Exactly.
So, wow. I mean,
there's a lot of safety stuff that's got to go on, and how you have your seat set, your harnesses, all that stuff. So his car has to be banded, so it's got to pace past safety,
right?
Get banded to race a race. But like they say, it's cool that in the everyman challenge, every woman challenge,
right? Every person challenge
is that. You pass safety, you meet the qualifications, and you can race at KOH.
That's right.
You don't have to qualify.
That's right.
Now you want to move up in your starting position, then you go qualify like Kevin's going to do this year.
Right.
Badass.
Woohoo! Well, he's doing his research, and his car is still disassembled.
He's killing it this year, and I'm so excited. And I just. I wish all these racers the best of luck, but Kevin's put in the time and stuff, and hopefully everything comes together and holds together, and he gets across the finish line again this year.
Absolutely.
I mean, God, can you imagine Amber? I want to see Amber finish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be fucking epic. EVE. Yep. They finished their 90-mile loop, first time ever electric vehicle.
I want to see them rocks.
KOH. Justin Hall. I mean, he's just certified badass, so he's should do great.
Yep.
And then old Kevin Jones there. So unfortunately, Arturo, I don't think he's racing this year.
No.
But anyways, we've got.
We'll be in there in spirit.
Yeah. And then, of course, our new friends here, Derek and Chaos Racing there with the Rock Ranger and stuff. So it's gonna be fun to just see them, all their work. Hopefully, it pays off, and Lady Luck's riding in their right seat, not Lorenzo.
2.5 to 3 weeks away. This is gonna happen, man.
Yep.
So, yep. Get it on your calendar. If it's not on your calendar, make it happen. If you haven't bought your tickets, make it happen. If you haven't bought your COVID test, make it happen.
COVID test, and I'm trying to work through. I actually talked to a friend of ours, Andy Carnitas. Because he's at Kaiser there, and I asked him about these home COVID testing things. Mm-hmm. How does that work? Because it's like $30 from KOH, and
swab your brain.
Yeah, you basically shove a swab up your nose to your brain, and then it'll tell you your IQ is very low for even going out to KOH. And then you swab your mouth or something and put all that in a tube and send it off. But how long does that take? And you're supposed to do it within 7 days of leaving.
Well, but they're doing the 15-minute one on the lake. They got the
15-minute, $20 COVID test there too. I mean, it's all semantics to make Newsom happy, whatever.
Right.
But so I don't know. I'm getting some blood work done here next week, and I'm going to go ahead and have them test for the antibodies. Hopefully I have the antibodies, and then I'm clear, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm not in Hammertown. Maybe I'm going to be, just
standing outside.
Yeah. I'll just stay at back door all weekend and watch the shit show go down there.
How long is the swab for a donkey?
I don't know. It's a good question. We have to ask a veterinarian for that.
So they got a long snout that's probably like a couple feet long, I would think. I don't know. All right, moving on.
All right. I should, yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I don't. I'm done. I'm tired. I need to get back working on my buggy. I got to do KOH prep, Kevin Jones.
All right.
And get my camper prepped, Kevin Jones.
How do we get a hold of us?
I don't care. Don't even worry about getting all of this. I'm not gonna. I'm too busy to get back to people right now.
All right. If you want to get a hold of me, it's Chris@wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. You can get a hold of Jason. He controls the IG at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on the gram. And if you do want to send Jason an email, it's jason@wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. Don't forget about our super producer, Lorenzo. He's been kind of lonely and hasn't received any emails in a while. At least that's what he's been telling me.
Yeah.
So,
no, he got a couple the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Did he respond?
Nope.
Well, there you go.
He's going to, though.
Beyond that, KOH prep. KOH is in a few weeks.
Hashtag KOH prep.
Hashtag KOH
Kevin,
prep.
Hashtag Ultra 4 Jones.
Party on, Garth.
Can't wait. Party on, Wayne. All right, let's do this, huh? KOH 2021 happening. F you, Newsom.
And we're out.